Hi, this is Dave Reagan with Reagan Homes, and thanks for joining me. If you're here to learn how to grow your building business or you're thinking about starting a building company, you're in luck. Now, you may want to learn how to attract more paying clients and increase profits. And some of you may be flipping homes and are realizing you have a building team, and why not start getting paying clients up front? I know when I contract to build a new house or remodel one for a paying client and get a $50,000 check up front, it gets me pretty excited. Now, I want to share with you how you can get your profits up front and not wait till the project is finished, and show you many ways of bringing business into your company. And I'll show you how to option land with no money down and control millions of dollars of real estate in your market, and customers will have to build with you so you have no competition. Now, I know how to do all this and much more, and want to teach you 3 simple strategies I use in my building development business here in Mystic, Connecticut. And I'm excited to share this information with you, which will help grow your existing building business or even help you start a profitable building company. If you're looking to grow your business to another level or just starting out and you're not sure what to do, this webinar could be the outline to your success for financial freedom and being your own boss. This webinar is for those that have construction businesses or thinking about starting one, and those that want to learn how to develop land for building new homes. Now, if you're a remodeler and you want to get into new construction or just want to take your remodeling business to another level, this is for you. And those of you that are flipping homes and want to get paying clients up front and have a go-to building company in your market, this is for you as well. However, this is not a get-rich-quick program. It takes time and effort. But I'm going to share with you how I run my business today right out of my home, and I use my computer and cell phone to do most of the work. Now, you might have seen me on a YouTube video, found me through a magazine article, or even seen me speak at a seminar or another webinar. And I want to let you know I've been in business for over 30 years, and I want to teach you what I do today running a multi-million-dollar building company. Now, if you're like me, you will have questions as I go through the information. Simply put the questions into the chat box below as you have them. Now, typically, I teach this information over a 5-week course, but I've condensed this down to a 30-minute overview of the 3 simple ways to have a successful multi-million-dollar building company. Now, in this webinar, I'm going to show you how to grow your building company fast and very effective. These methods have been the outline for my own building company located here in Mystic. I've been in business now for 30 years and have established a respected custom home and remodeling business along with a land development company. I've learned a lot through the years, and I'm going to teach you the top 3 strategies I use today and how with a little experience and even just starting out, you can have it too. And if you've been in business for a while, I'll show you just changing a few things will make all the difference. If you're just starting out or maybe have a building company and want to grow your business to another level, I will show you how easily it can be to dominate your market. I'll share with you the things I do continually that brings in millions of dollars year after year. You may be struggling with lead generation or how to work with a difficult client or how you get your name and brand out in the market. Maybe you're unsure about online marketing or how to use Facebook and social media to promote your business effectively. I know all this. In fact, my online website drives in so much business, I often shut it down. And the reason for this is I work with one of the best marketing agencies in the country, and I'll share with you some of the secrets we use in digital marketing. I'm also going to discuss why you don't need an office outside your home or a costly showroom to bring clients to. I currently work out of my home office and have completed millions of dollars of construction deals, hardly ever using my own money and getting profits up front. I will share with you my experiences with these topics and others, and I hope to teach and inspire you to grow and expand your building business so you make more money, but more importantly, have a business that you can be proud of and have for years, making huge profits year after year. I must say it's not always easy, and it can be hard work. It takes persistence, dedication, and focus on your part to get to my level or above mine if you choose to. However, having the right processes in place will help leverage your success in a very short time. Now, when I started, I had no one to teach me. I started trial and error, and honestly, there were times I wanted to quit. But having the right mindset helped me overcome many obstacles. I never wanted to work for someone and wanted to be my own boss, so I kept going till today I crushed my market. If you're like me, you want to be free from working for someone else, this information will greatly help you. A concept I'm going to share with you is one of the best secrets of controlling millions of dollars of real estate with no money down in your market, and I have realtors calling me all the time with these opportunities for my building development business. Even if you're just starting out, you can use this strategy very easily. Now, you may be on this webinar because you're flipping homes and realize you have a viable building company, and I'm going to show you how you can attract paying clients to pay you up front to build and remodel their own home so you have no risk and don't need to use your money. Building custom homes and remodeling is very profitable. So if you position your building company as the go-to building company, you'll make huge profits and have a successful construction and development company. So some of you may be thinking, there's no way I could run a multi-million-dollar building company, and that's okay. Maybe you want to have a $500,000 a year company. Whatever the case, the first step we all must have to be successful is having the right mindset. How you think dictates success or failure. Your mindset could be the one thing that is holding you back from the success you deserve and desire. Of all my life experiences in life, this is the most critical subject for anything you want to go after. So I'll go over this first. Then I'm going to talk about the importance of having the right systems and processes in place. I'm going to talk about systems to run your building company efficiently, as well as marketing systems to help you automatically attract high quality prospects who are interested in hiring you to build or remodel their dream homes. Then I'm going to show you how to leverage relationships and communicate effectively with your team so you don't have to do all the heavy lifting. I'm also going to show you how to build a world-class team without having to have anyone on your payroll. Even if you have a team already or don't have anyone on your team, this one section is vital so you can provide an amazing client experience. And last, I'm going to share with you as a bonus, which is how investing in yourself is the most critical secret to not only growing your successful building company, but living your life to the fullest, which will tie back into mindset. And the bottom line, by the end of this webinar, you'll have all the knowledge and systems you need to have in place so you're able to operate a successful building company, guaranteeing you and your family financial freedom to live the life you've always dreamed of. Now, why is this information so important right now? Well, since I started in the building industry over 30 years ago, I've not seen a better opportunity in time than right now to own a successful building company. There are less builders today than ever before. This means less competition for you and more opportunities. Now, furthermore, this information you're learning on this webinar is very important right now because communication has changed so much since I started back in the 80s. You need to know how to communicate effectively and efficiently with your prospects, your clients, your vendors, and your team. If you're not leveraging the technology that is available to you, you are certainly wasting time and costing yourself thousands of dollars. Additionally, the marketplace has changed in how they find and choose their builder. Today, even word-of-mouth referrals are going online and looking for reviews on Google, Angie List, and Yelp. And they are certainly going to your website, which leads into the fact that you can't rely on business just coming to you. You need to have systems in place, both online and offline, to automatically attract more leads into your building company. This is very important to understand. Without a consistent stream of leads coming into your business, I see businesses take on jobs that are not profitable just for cash flow. I know because I used to do this. This is a trap for many businesses who get complacent and do not see the big picture and do not properly plan. So at this point, you might be wondering how I got started in the building industry. Well, in 1987, I was 24 years old, operating a very successful financial service business, but I had a strong desire to build homes. I knew real estate not only was a great way to make money, but I thought it would be more fulfilling to help families create their dream homes versus just selling them a piece of paper like I was doing in the financial service industry. If you've ever built or remodeled a home for someone, you know there's not a better feeling than building someone's dream home or remodeling it. Feeling and seeing how excited they are is very enjoyable. Plus, you can make a lot of money if you do it right. So in 1987, I had this strong desire to build homes, but I didn't have the skills or experience to physically build a home, or for that matter, general contract them. In all of my 30 plus years of building, I personally have never swung a hammer or even owned a pickup truck. I'm not sharing this with you to brag, but to simply show that you don't need to be a craftsman or be the one doing all the work to have a very successful building company. In fact, if you do have those skills, that's great, but to make much more money, you need to be managing and running the business and not doing the physical work. With operating a construction business, you can manage several jobs and can make much more money. I had no help from family or friends, but I decided that I would reach out to contractors in my area and interview them and sometimes hire them to do the physical work. And that's how it started. I had little money, but I did have the passion and desire to make it happen. And as you can see in 1987, that's me, yes, with the mustache and the red tie. And behind me is the first house I built, which was actually a 16-sided home. I figured if I could build a roundhouse, I could certainly build rectangle and square homes. And as you can see, through the years, I've built and remodeled many beautiful homes here in New England along the shoreline. My main focus today is custom home and remodeling projects along with residential land development. So my desire and passion was to create a world-class building company in my market. I really had no idea how I was going to do it, but I was determined to figure it out and had the vision. In fact, I shared this concept when I spoke to Harvard University on how you must be passionate about what you're doing in order to be as successful as you can be. Always have big dreams and surround yourself with like-minded people. And one of the reasons I'm sharing my story and strategies on this webinar is to hopefully teach and inspire you to take bold steps and action to have and run a successful $1 million plus building development business, which is the perfect transition to the first step you must have. You must have the right mindset. Again, how you think dictates success or failure. Your mindset could be the one thing that's holding you back from the success you deserve. So you hear this term all the time, mindset. I know if you're watching this webinar, you have interest in making money in real estate and want to learn more. But you need to first believe it's possible and then take action. I believe mindset is so important, but if you don't take action, it's worthless. In this webinar, I'm going to show you things I do that have made me very successful, proven strategies and techniques that has helped me be the go-to building company in my market. I turn work down today because I have plenty of profitable jobs coming into my business, but it was not always like that. I struggled for a long time, but through those times I had a good attitude, and as I made mistakes, I thought of them as a learning curve. And they sometimes cost me a lot of money and time. But I kept saying to myself and having the right mindset. It was a college education. And believe me, I probably have multiple PhD diplomas from all the mistakes I made. So you have to be careful how you think and how you approach your day-to-day operation. You also must be very careful who you share your dreams with. Even family members who truly care and love you would try to hold you back. It's only because they're fearful for you and for that matter themselves. Overall, you need to be fearless and confident and make sure you're sharing your dreams with the right people or groups. In fact, I also have a nonprofit for inner city kids called Thinking Matters. I love inspiring young kids, especially the ones that have broken families. They need it the most. But you must remember, you have to have the right mindset and understand running your own business. You'll have ups and downs, good days and not so good days. So you need to be mindful of this fact and learn how to work through it. Through the years, I've studied masters of the mind game and have learned we all have it in us to be great. In fact, we are all great, but society can beat us down if we let it. You should know you are very powerful and have the ability to do whatever you put your mind to. So be careful how you talk to yourself and, for that matter, who you share your dreams with. You need to live life with integrity and have the attitude of gratitude. I have a picture on my desk of a man who has no arms and no legs. It was how he was born. But because of his mindset, he's one of the top motivational speakers in the world today. So if you think you have problems, think of Nick Vujicic, who has inspired me many times over. You must also know your why. For me, the reason I wanted to have a successful building business, I knew it would give me the opportunity to live and work in a great place with my family. Now, my business has provided me a great life with my 3 awesome children and my wife, Cheryl, who's been a stay-at-home mom for the last 25 years. We've enjoyed great vacations, living in a beautiful 5,000 square foot home here in Seaside, New England, a town called Mystic, Connecticut. So my why was to provide my family and give them opportunities that I never had. So getting back to the mindset for business, you must understand not to make things difficult. In fact, you can run your entire business from your mobile phone and a computer, and this is exactly how I run my business today, along with a printer and a few other office tools. Most of my contracts are emailed and signed via DocuSign. In fact, 2 years ago, I sold a $500,000 house package, and the client asked if he could send me his $50,000 deposit via PayPal, which I said yes and set an account up for that payment. So to summarize here, you must have the right mindset and believe in the possibility of growing your building company while increasing your profits. I can tell you this is all possible because I've been using this system like this for years, as well as helping others implement the same. So now that you have the right mindset, you need to have the right systems and processes in place so you can put your business on autopilot. I'm going to go over some of the major systems and processes you want to be sure you have in place. Now let's start with the first one, which is you have to have a system to generate leads so people are calling you to build or remodel their dream home. I've used many marketing strategies over the years to help generate leads. You don't have to use all of them, but you certainly want to have at least 3 of them working all the time. Now, obviously, in today's marketplace, you need to be sure you have a website that differentiates yourself from the competition. Now, we're finding today that even word of mouth referrals are going online and they're looking at your website. So your website needs to be easy to use and help build trust. It needs to serve people and assist your sale process instead of being just a brochure-based website. As I said before, I work with one of the top digital marketers in the country, and it's important to work with the right company. There are currently over 2.5 million real estate agents throughout the United States. Now, the realtors are critical to your success because they have the relationships with the buyers. Many realtors have land listings already as well. Just recently, I contacted a manager at a local real estate office, and I told her I would like to come into her office and show the agents how they can make more money. I also educated them on the fact that many of their troubled buyers may be interested in building, and also if they had an existing house for sale and if it needed to be updated, my remodeling division could work with the buyer and or seller. These sorts of presentations are a great way to build relationships and build rapport with realtors in your market. In short, as a result of me speaking to just that one office, I sold and built a $900,000 house, and the realtor was thrilled because they earned a commission for bringing me the client. Now, this next one may be obvious in terms of having a sign on your job site, but you want to be sure that you have invested in high-quality signs. Don't use a typical vinyl sign. See in this picture how we're using a thick AZEK post and a high-quality sign. I can tell you I've gotten numerous jobs over the years from using a high-quality sign. People subconsciously think, wow, if their signs are high quality, their building company must be high quality too. When I work with realtors on land packages, I have an agreement that my sign goes on the vacant land. Again, it helps for brand recognition big time. Another way that helps you attract more leads that is very unique is you can have your own TV show. I use a simple video camera, hired a local high school student, and went on job sites to position myself as the expert and trusted authority in my local market. I named the show I Want a New House. It was like the show This Old House, but for new construction. I played the shows on cable access TV for free and also uploaded the shows to YouTube, again all for free. I found a local high school student to do all the editing and filming for only about $100 a show. By being on TV and also putting these videos on YouTube as well as embedding them on my website to our prospects, I come across as the expert and trusted authority on building. And ultimately, people do business with people they like and trust. The use of videos helps you build bonding, rapport, and trust with people automatically. Record the video once and leverage it forever. Now, some of you may be saying, well, I don't have any building jobs. You may just be starting out, and that's okay. Like I said earlier, now is the perfect time to get started in the building industry. To illustrate my point, let me share with you a quick story about a friend, Wayne. Now, Wayne never built a home before. He owned and operated a vinyl siding company. He came to me and told me he wanted to be like me and build homes for people. And I said, Wayne, that's great, but first you have to start with a name. So I showed him how to get an LLC online, and within 20 minutes he had his building company that I helped create through the state website. Then I showed him how to apply for his building license, which in Connecticut, you don't even have to take a test for. Now remember, each state has different rules. Then I showed him how to option land with realtors, so he could control real estate with none of his own money. And within a month, he was able to put a couple signs up with his new business name and instantly gaining credibility. And within 60 days, he had a contract to build a $450,000 home in which he netted over $50,000. Plus, he made additional profits by siding the house through his siding company. Now, I was able to show him how to extract $35,000 of what he netted up front before even pouring the foundation, and the customer funded the entire project utilizing a construction loan. The point is, with the right systems and mentors, you don't need to have years of building experience to be a successful builder. Now, I can go on and on about marketing systems that you should implement, but the big thing is you need to get your name out there, provide value to people, become the trusted authority in your market. Now, beyond marketing, you must have systems in place for how you run efficiently your operation, accounting, obviously attracting quality people to your team, which is a perfect transition to the third thing you must have in order to have a successful building business, which is you must leverage relationships and have a world-class team. Now, having the right team who shares your vision of building or remodeling your homes for your clients is critical. Your team needs to help you provide what I call the Disney experience. It is important throughout your entire relationship with your client, from before they sign the contract to the time they're getting the CO. They are always happy and feeling you and your team care. In my 30 years of experience, I have found that providing a Disney-like client experience, my clients have remained happy before, during, and after the building process. Now, in order to make them happy, and so you don't have to work 100 hours a week, you need to have a great team in place. There are many people that you should have on your team so you can provide an amazing experience for your clients. As I said before, you should definitely team up with multiple realtors and have great realtors as part of your team. The realtors can help bring you deals and help brand your company. You also need contractors and vendors who understand your philosophy of creating a Disney-like experience for your clients. You need the people who ensure the job site is clean and organized at all times. It's important that they understand the client's wants and needs, and this is who they work for. Also, you should be leveraging relationships with vendors who have showrooms. Oftentimes, I'll use the conference room right at the showroom to close prospects and have team meetings as well. Not only do you not have to keep inventory, I'm also saving on overhead of an office and the payroll that would come with running an office. By working closely with showrooms, their sales staff has become an extension of my building company. I constantly get leads from the sales staff at the showroom. Now, one of the areas I truly dislike in business is the accounting part. Kind of ironic because I came from a background in financial services. However, I find entering the receipts, reconciling statements, creating job cost reports to be very mundane and boring. So remember how I said, you got into business for freedom. If you don't like to do something and it's not your passion, you can choose to have someone else do that for you. Now notice, I didn't say you don't have to know your numbers, because you certainly do. You just don't have to do all of it yourself. You also should have a great designer on your team. This picture you're looking at looks like an actual photo, but it's a rendering from one of my designers who I pay $12 an hour to. Today, you can use websites to find unbelievable talented resources very inexpensively. To make this drawing, I only needed to provide a picture of a similar house and a simple sketch that I took from my photo and sent to him. This design helped me sell a $480,000 house, which profited me about $70,000. For this particular project, I worked under 5 hours a week, and start to finish, the project was done in about 5 months. So if you're trying to do the math, this one project generated over $14,000 each month of positive cash flow and profit in my pocket. Now, the same designer also designed the floor plans and site plans, and typically if you were going through an architectural firm, these renderings and plans would have cost you thousands of dollars instead of a couple $100s. Now, obviously there are other specific people you should have on your team, but the designer is an important player, and if you don't have a designer, then reach out to an independent designer and or architectural firms, and they can help you out. So at this point, let's summarize the 3 things you must have in order to have a successful building company. First, you must have the right mindset. Second, you must have the right systems and processes in place. Third, you must leverage relationships and your team. Now, the bonus step is all about you. I know myself personally, and the people I have helped all take this very seriously. You must invest in yourself. Now, Warren Buffett, one of the world's greatest investors of all time, said, and I quote, "The best investment you can make is the investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you earn." I can tell you I'm constantly investing in myself and surrounding myself with the most talented people so I can continue to grow both personally and professionally. Why is it that some people are poor and others are rich? Are the rich much better than the poor? Absolutely not. And let me explain further. Typically, the top earners in any profession are maybe 3 to 4% better, but they're earning 10 times or more in terms of money. Look at golf. The top 3 to 4% on the tour earn at least 10 times as much as the rest of the tour. It's the simplest strategies and slightest tweaks that make all the difference in the world in the amount of jobs you get and profits you earn. This is very important to understand, that people think they need to make big changes to become better or even great at what they do. I invest all the time in educating myself about the latest trends and technologies out there that can make me a better business person and family man. I know that I want to be able to give my kids more choices and opportunities to grow. Investing in myself and learning from others has helped me create a very successful building development company that's been in business now for over 30 years. But what's your why? Are you just starting out, or do you have a building or remodeling company already? Are you looking for guidance to help move you in the right direction and maybe a higher level? Well, at this point, you really have 3 choices moving ahead with me. You could do nothing and do what you're doing. Now, whether you have a building company or not, you can certainly learn all of these systems that I briefly shared with you today on your own through trial and error. I know you can do this on your own because that's what I did. but it took years to perfect, making many mistakes along the way that cost me probably hundreds of thousands of dollars and certainly millions of dollars of missed opportunities. But before I wrap things up, I want to offer you a third option, and that is to talk with me on a free strategy phone coaching session. You can click the button and get to my live schedule and book a time. I'd be glad to talk to you about what you're doing and where you want to go. The call lasts for about 30 minutes, and you'll get a one-on-one free coaching session that can transform your life. So if you want to discuss your business, click the button and select a date and time, and I'll be glad to talk with you on the phone. For whatever reason, you're still watching this webinar, and that's because you have interest, so don't pass up this opportunity to talk to me and take advantage of a free strategy call with me. I will be glad to answer any questions you have and talk about getting you on the right path of success. Part of you may be hesitating on clicking into my schedule because fear is probably coming into your mind, or somehow you're talking to yourself out of thinking you can have a successful construction business, and that's okay. Like I said, mindset is the first and most important step. Whatever the case you have hesitation on, that's okay and normal. So schedule a call with me on the phone, and I'll be glad to talk to you. Thanks again for your time, and always live with passion and dream big.